Hey, Tolly here over at Tolly Fab. I want to show you some panniers I put together for my bike for a trip I was going on, and I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on them, so I did a little DIY, threw them together, and they worked out really well. So let's take a look. So these are my $50 DIY panniers and racks for the CB500X. And I use these DeWalt 24-inch toolboxes and some scrap steel that I had laying around. So let's give you a little tour. So the mounting, I made some, I just hand cut these with the plasma cutter out of some 1/8-inch plate. Took the stock handrails off, mounted in the location for the stock handrails. Used some angle iron with some of this wire mesh grate I had. It was actually a door for a dog crate that I cut in half, and I used this so I could experiment with different mounting locations until I could find the way I like it the best, and then I'll redo that with a better piece. Then we got a cross brace, goes along the back and tied up front. I use the exhaust mount for the lower support, which goes up, and it's bolted to the bottom of that bracket. And on the other side, there's I took the passenger foot peg off. It can go back on, but there's a hole through where the foot peg goes, and I used a piece of channel which mounts with a spacer on this side. And this is temporary. I think I'll redo it with a nicer piece, probably mount up here on this upper mount and utilize both. But it held together really well. The boxes, like I said, are just some DeWalt 24-inch toolboxes. I chose them because they're fairly good capacity. They seem like a good size. They got an easy latch to open. They also have a seal, so they're waterproof around. Pretty good carrying capacity. For the mounting, I got the wing nuts so I can take them off easier. When I redo it, I'll do a bracket on the back that you can hang it, but for right now I just got some bolts going through. As you can see here, come on either side of this. And I added these cross braces to help spread the load so they wouldn't crack the plastic. On the other side, of course, this came with the stock. They both came with this little tray, which I left in. That's a good place to keep my bike lock and my sunglasses. Well, there's an extra feature. I've got this bungee cord, which was always coming in handy, and it hooks on the lid of one box to the lid of another box, and keeps the lids open for easy access for loading and unloading. So $20 each for the boxes. Probably $10 for some screws and some washers and whatnot, so some hardware. And then, like I said, everything else was some scrap metal I had laying around the shop. And this is just version 1. It did really well. We went on a trip not long ago, about 400 miles, did some off-road, mud, and they worked flawlessly. They're actually pretty solid. They don't rattle. They're big, which gives me a lot of capacity, so that's a good thing. So I'll give you an update when I get the next revision done. We'll do a little tweaking. I'm going to change the angle, probably lower them a little bit, but I think I'm going to keep the boxes for a while. They're really coming in handy.